Everyone, I'm Shivali from Mail Online and I'm here today live in Barcelona at Mobile World Congress. So I'm at the HMD Nokia stand to discuss a phone that has made a major revival, which is the Nokia 3310. So with me is Frida, who is the designer of the 3310. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Do you mind starting off by telling me a bit about why Nokia wanted to revive the 3310?
Basically, I think, people are kind of getting a bit overloaded about digital content at the moment. So we thought it was like a really nice opportunity, to offer something which kind of brings people back a bit to the sort of basics. Yeah.
So it was like one of the most popular phones in 2000, I think it was, that originally came out. Who do you see using it now?
I think for our feature phones, it's we have a huge market in countries like Nigeria, India, etc. But also a lot of people in Europe use it as a second phone and a companion phone, for instance, when they go on a weekend trip and they just want to kind of leave their smartphone at home because it might break, or they just want to kind of detox from the old sort of digital overload for some time.
So does it have internet connection, or is it like the original one where it was just very basic?
It has 2G connection. You can connect to internet via 2G. It's a bit slow, but yeah, you can.
So will you be able to access apps like Facebook and the internet?
Facebook you can use, yes. Yeah.
So do you mind talking me through the kind of main features of the phone that you have here?
So basically, in terms of size and dimensions, it's very similar to the original 3310 in terms of length and width. It's just a lot thinner and a lot lighter, and it's got a really nice 3D curved screen with a polarizer on top of it. So it works really well outside when when you have strong sunlight. And that's another good example that why this is really useful is because the buttons works well in the sunlight. You can see them, and then you have this kind of polarizer on the screen. And it comes with the 2.4-inch color display. So if you compare it to the original 3310, this has a color display. You can talk for 22 hours, and you can have it on standby for a month. So the battery lasts for a really long time.
A month?
You can have it on standby for a month, yes, which means you basically don't really use it, but it's on, so you can receive phone calls.
Was the battery life in the original one as long, or is this even longer?
No, this is 5 times better than the original one.
Wow. So how have you achieved that? That is an incredible battery life. If you think about most mobile phones that die after a few hours, how have you achieved such long battery life?
One of the reasons is, of course, that there's certain things that you can do with a smartphone that you don't really do with this one. So it consumes a bit less energy for that reason. But it does also have a really kind of large and powerful battery. So it's a combination of those two. Yeah.
So you got the yellow one here. What other colors does it come in?
So we have a yellow. We have two colorful ones, a yellow and a warm red one with like a gloss coating on them. And then we have two which are more kind of classic. It's a grey matte and a dark blue matte. So and the colours we were taking inspiration very much from the kind of original 3310 collection, but we sort of modernised the colours a bit.
Now, I can't have an interview about the 3310 without mentioning Snake, because that was my favourite thing about the 3310. Has it stayed the same, or has it been given a modern update?
So to be really honest, we've redesigned Snake to make it look very much like the old Snake. So it does have Snake, and it looks and feels very similar to the original Snake.
Do you mind showing us how Snake works now? And has been added any other games, or is it just the ones that was on the original?
So there's the App Store, which you can access other games and apps through the Opera App Store.
So it is very similar to the original one, but kind of a little bit more modern in the background and kind of in the graphics, isn't it?
And the color, but we've tried to kind of give it a feeling, a retro feel. Mm-hmm. And also if I go back to the main menu here, we've also redesigned the iconography to make it more simple and sort of back to the old type of UI that we had on the 3310. It's not exactly the same, but we've taken inspiration from it and just make it really simple and straightforward and easy to use.
So now that you've brought back the 3310, do you think you'll bring back any of the other classics like the 3410 or?
I don't know. I'm not able to comment on that one.
And how much will it cost and when will it be available?
49 euros, and it will be available in Q2, so around April timeframe.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing it us today. It's been so talked about, so it's amazing to get hands-on with it and really see it.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for watching. If you've enjoyed this, we've got a lot more videos on our Facebook page, so please do have a look at those as well.